January 28, 2026 Storm Chandra. England storm Chandra hit southwest England with heavy rain and dangerous winds, causing widespread flooding and widespread school closures. A powerful Atlantic low-pressure system that entered the UK on the night of January 27th reached its peak on January 28th with torrential rain and strong winds, affecting large areas of southern and western England. These conditions caused widespread flooding of residential areas, the closure of hundreds of schools, the closure of roads and highways, the cancellation of dozens of flights and, in some areas, cars getting stuck in water. In addition to urban damage, the flooding also damaged farmland. In Northern Ireland, particularly in and around Belfast, severe flooding caused flight disruptions and the closure of more than 340 schools. Storm Chandra mainly affected the south and west of England and Northern Ireland, while Wales, Northern England, and Scotland were also affected, with strong winds, heavy rain, and snowfall in the Highlands. The torrential rains caused severe flooding in dozens of towns and villages, and several homes were submerged. In Somerset alone, more than 40 homes were damaged. Severe disruption to transport networks was one of the main consequences of the storm, with a large number of roads and highways closed. Flights at Belfast Airport and in the southwest of England cancelled or delayed, and train services temporarily suspended or restricted on several routes. Many cars were also caught in the floodwaters, and rescue teams rescued more than 20 drivers from their flooded cars. The severe weather conditions caused by Storm Chandra caused more than 340 schools in Northern Ireland to close and dozens of educational centres in several areas to completely close or restrict their activities. At the same time, the responsible agencies issued new warnings, announcing that the severe cold warning for Northern England will continue until Friday, and the rainfall has not stopped. The Met Office warned of the risk of deep and fast-moving water forming on roads and rivers, and stressed that driving through flooded roads could be life-threatening. Storm Chandra brought a combination of very heavy rainfall and strong winds. In the southwest of England, rainfall was between 27 and 45 millimetres, with up to 55 and 70 millimetres in the higher areas. Wind speeds of 60 to 70 miles per hour were recorded in coastal areas, causing damage to trees and infrastructure. Chandra is a name chosen by the British Met Office. The UK, along with Ireland and the Netherlands, shares a common list of storm names.
East Midlands, Edinburgh, Glasgow, Heathrow, Leeds, Bradford.
People's lives. An official name is chosen to give it an official name so that people can take it more seriously. The heavy rainfall in Storm Chandra was caused by a deep low-pressure system forming over Western Europe. This system, moving from the Atlantic Ocean towards
Warnings
the
and
UK,
alerts stating that
moisture
low-lying
into the country
land,
and clashed with
riverside
colder northern air,
roads, and
causing
residential
formation of rain
properties
clouds and
were
continuous
affected by
heavy
prolonged rainfall.
Since the ground was already wet, this rainfall quickly turned into flooding. In northern parts of the UK, particularly Scotland, the rainfall in Storm Chandra changed from rain to snow as colder air moved in. Snowfall in low-lying areas is expected to be between 3 and 6 centimetres, but in higher altitudes, particularly above 400 metres such as the Scottish Highlands and southern Scotland, the thickness of the snow could increase significantly, causing disruption to mountain roads.
And the travel plans of thousands of people. Emergency services confirmed that responses were prioritized based on the levels of the United Kingdom and Ireland, presenting major challenges for emergency response and long-term adaptation in an era of England.
In order to protect the safety of citizens, hundreds of schools were closed, especially in Northern Ireland and southwest England. Police and road and transport agencies urged people to avoid driving on flooded roads, warning that driving through even about 29 centimeters of flowing water could cause cars to float and overturn. Storm Chandra has lashed parts of the UK with heavy rain and dangerous winds, disrupting daily life for thousands. Officials have urged citizens to take weather warnings seriously and avoid high-risk areas. Following the intensification of the weather conditions caused by Storm Chandra, the responsible agencies in the United Kingdom issued a series of precautionary warnings. The country's Met Office issued yellow and orange warnings for heavy rain, dangerous winds, and snowfall, while high flood warnings were in force in several areas. Follow the channel for the latest news on incidents and weather conditions.